Hey everybody, TNT here. Alright, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing a thick jacket and a toque. It is absolutely crazy weather out here today. I'm going to walk outside. You're probably not going to be able to hear me very well because the wind is cruising somewhere around 70 to 80 kilometers an hour. It's been knocking power out all over the place. The power's out here where I keep my bikes, but it's light enough outside that I'll be able to do a little bit of work. So just going to take you outside to show you how crazy it is. There's actually a tree down right over here across the road. The sound should be getting pretty horrible right about now. All right, so other than it being a beautiful day as far as no rain and no snow, the wind is crazy out there. Okay, so what I wanted to show you today was something really special. So a while back I posted a video, the missing puzzle piece to my 89 set. And I managed to find a 1989 CR250 that was basically dismantled and in parts. After looking at that bike really close, it was going to be a project. It was not going to be just simply put it back together and go. In fact, I need a new case for it. Now, I got to thinking after a while about, where there might be another 89 that was in a better shape that I could acquire. And I had forgotten that a friend of mine that I worked with that has recently moved across the continent to the other side of North America had a 1989 CR250. Now, I guess I just wasn't really thinking about it because he moved. I thought, he probably took the bike with him. So I contacted him and asked him if he'd sell the bike and if it was still local. Turns out the bike was local. It's just like 10 minutes from my house. I asked him what he wanted for the bike. He told me to make him an offer, and I said, listen, I can't do that. I said, you know me, I'll lowball you. So you figure out what you want for the bike and you tell me and we'll go from there. So about 2 weeks later, I still hadn't heard back from him. He's a very busy guy. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to drop him a message to see what he says. So I messaged him. A day later, he contacts me and he says, for me, $700. Full running, 1989 CR250, and the whole set, all running bikes. Every one of them's going to need some refurbishing, but at least I have complete bikes now. The other one that I got, I'll turn that into my 2020 project and we'll completely rebuild that 1989 CR250 as well, but here it is. All right, everyone, there it is. 1989 CR250, complete bike. Pretty much all OEM, still got the OEM pipe on it, still got the OEM silencer on it. Looks like the sprocket and chain have been changed and Pro Taper bars have been put on the bike. Aside from that, she's all stock, all original. Now back when my friend Zach had this bike, I rebuilt the top end on it for him. The piston had cracked. It didn't come apart, but it had cracked on the intake side. And I pulled it apart and found it before it did any damage to the motor. So I know this motor runs. The carb needs to be rebuilt, probably needs new jets, some adjustment, but I'll try and fire it up here later. I'm pretty stoked. I got all three of these bikes now. Still looking for a 1989 CR80. I think it's going to be really difficult to find that one. Even when I do a search across the United States, I don't see too many of them for sale down there either. At least close. I'd have to go a long ways, and I'm not prepared to go across the continent to get a bike right now. It's going to be great to get all those Rockstar energy drink decals off of this bike and make it look a little bit more like a Honda. I kind of like that decal. I hate ICBC. I'm not a big fan of our insurance company here in British Columbia either. Paying a lot of money for insurance. Now all dirt bikes have to be insured. I think it's a great idea. I just think that they charge a little bit too much to register the bike. And from what I understand, it hasn't really stopped the thievery of bikes. Bikes are still getting ripped off all the time. I don't know if people are parting them out or what, but you get caught riding a bike without registration and you're in deep trouble. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for the new 1989 CR250. Thanks for coming out and checking out my videos. If you're not a current subscriber, please subscribe, share with your friends, leave some comments, and I will catch you next video.